Welcome to another Delboy video. This one is on Missile Command Recharged. Now, I don't normally start off one of my videos saying what I think about a particular game. I like to demonstrate it and let people make their own decisions. But I'm going to come out right with this particular one and say that I am totally disappointed and do not get why a lot of people have thumbed up this game. I did a little bit of looking up about this game before I started this recording, and basically a lot of them are thumbing it up because of the fun aspect, and that's perfectly fine. So what is Missile Command Recharged? Well, it's a reimagining of an old Atari arcade classic, Missile Command, and as many people know, Atari are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year, and this one was one of the first recharged games out there. It started its life on a phone, and then has been ported across to their own Atari VCS reimagined console, and has been ported across to many consoles, and finally across to the PC. So, what was Missile Command? Well, the original Missile Command was quite innovative. Basically, it was a raster game, so it didn't use vector graphics or anything like that. And you basically had cities with some war cannons at the bottom of the screen, and you were under attack from an unknown source, firing missiles down at the cities and the gunneries. And if either the gunneries were totally destroyed or the cities were totally destroyed, that would be the end of the game. You had a set amount of shots that you could fire off, a set amount of cities, and at the end of each wave, it will total up how many cities you had left, how many shots you had left. They would be replenished, and basically the wave would start again. There would be some extra features that would occur during the game later on, where the missiles would split up, or some extra planes and boxes would appear across the screen, and even missiles that basically required more hits. But basically that was it, and from that point of view it sounds very simplistic, but the reason it was fun was because back then Atari were quite innovative and basically designed a mechanism that made the skill of the player become the fore, and that was implementing the trackball to move the cursor to fire the missiles up at the screen and destroy the missiles that were coming down at the screen. So basically you controlled a crosshair and a fire button, and that was it. And after each wave it got faster and faster and faster, but at the end of each wave it would replenish and you would have a chance of doing each wave. So what have they done in Missile Command Recharged? Well, on the mobile phone it would obviously be touchscreen. From that point of view, you would think of that as being an improvement, and in many ways I can understand that as well. But for me, the whole point of Missile Command is skill, and that skill needs to improve wave after wave. So why does this one fail? Well, I'm going to sort of like demonstrate by showing you just one game. But what you have to understand about this one game is that I've played this already, and what Atari have done is basically giving you an upgrade scheme, and that upgrade scheme then is carried across into your next game. Already you're probably going to come away thinking, right, I know where Delboy's coming from now with this, but I'm going to let you make your mind up. But I'm going to show you just some of the limitations of this recharged version. If you go to options, you will see that you've got English sound and music, and you'd think that would be great. So if I choose English, look, I can choose the language with the arrows. When you go to sound, there's no arrows. Why is that, do you say? Because if I click sound, it turns the sound off or it turns it on. You don't even have a volume control. And if I click on music, exactly the same. It turns the music on, it turns the music off. That is it. There is nothing else. You can't even change the graphics. It is set to your desktop resolution. So, with that being said, and remembering that I've played this game before and I've had some upgrades, I'm just going to show you quickly a level. And what you need to remember is there is only one level. There will be waves coming down and they will quicken up, and the stuff that comes down the screen will get progressively hard. That is it. Let's press start then. And I'm not really going to try and play this game, just going to give you an inkling of what you can do. You control this with the mouse, and the other thing that you can't do is you cannot fire from different gunnery points. There is one button, fire, and it will fire in order of gunnery, which means that I can't specifically state I want to fire from the right gunnery or the left gunnery. Again, another change. Let's click start. Straight away you're given some sort of help. Look, aim, fire, and we'll blow that one up, and there we are. And it's telling you protect these, and these are the gunneries. Here we go. As you can see, smart bomb. And as you can see, my bomb reticle is quite large. And I can fire multiple shots. The smart bomb blew everything up. You're thinking to yourself, wow, this is easy. I'm hoping that I can demonstrate just how hard it is when I'm going to reset later on my upgrades. I'm going to put my upgrades back to 0 and start playing this game again from scratch, if I ever play it, that is. And as you can see, look, smart bombs. As it gets harder and harder, you tend to find your reticle will be at the bottom of the screen, trying to control everything that's coming up. Like I say, I'm not really trying to play this, just giving you an idea of how it looks, which is fine. Vectory, not raster. And I'm going to slow down in a moment and just let it all blow me up. So you can see that F, I wonder what that is. Let's press that. T, come on. C, chain. I wonder what that means. But anyways, you can see I've got 3 gunneries, only one city left. I'm going to stop firing now. You'll see they'll all come down. Once everything is blown up, that will be the end. You'll get a score. There's my score. You'll see my high score. And you're presented with a leaderboard, which basically is uploaded, and you can see a world leaderboard and a local leaderboard and so forth. There is upgrades, where I can upgrade my stuff again, and there is a restart and back. So if I click on upgrades, you will see that I can increase the size of the explosions, how fast it reloads before I can fire missiles again, the speed of my missiles going up, and the rebuild. And you can see there are figures in here. I've got 8,000 points to spend, so I can basically hit speed, and you can see, look, it's gone up now, and it will cost me 25,000 now to go up. But look, I can put the other points into the rebuild, hit back, and if I was to play now, I would be starting from the beginning, and basically I would have all of those options if I want. I'm going to go to options. It looks very much like I've got to play yet another game before I can actually restart myself. So I'm going to hit start. And as you can see, look, I'm firing everything mad. I'm going to press escape and go end round. And hopefully I can reset. Yes. So it's got here restart. I think that's how it works. Let's end the round again. Because what I want to do is actually take away all my upgrades. And I don't think I can. God, that's another thing I don't like then. So let's go to restart, and no, I can't remove the upgrades. So what I did was I increased things like speed, and you can see that this is moving around quite quickly. Look, you can see the chain of shots that I've got coming out now is much faster. And like I say, all that does is make the game easier and easier each time you play, so it becomes less and less kinetic. How I can therefore go back to how it was before I started playing this, I'm unsure. I'm going to check again and just see if I can get rid of those upgrades. I don't think I can. I haven't got a restart. My God. Okay, so I think you've seen enough. This is Missile Command Recharged. Things I don't like about it, just about everything. There's no unlockable, so you can't play the original game. You can't remove the upgrades that you've done, which means that you're now set to having the most biggest explosions and the fastest as you go along. And all that's going to do is just increase and increase and increase until basically there is no skill. So the aim of the original one was a skill set to learn the control mechanism and how you can move that cursor around and where you placed your shots. As the reticle keeps increasing, that means that this game has no skill set to it. Now, I got this for £1 and I feel cheated. That's how bad I feel about this game. I don't know quite how you guys think about this particular game. From my particular point of view, Atari have missed the whole point of what Missile Command was about. And that's pretty much all I've got to say about it. I'd love to know your comments on it. I'm totally disappointed about this particular game. I don't understand why people like it. Really, I think possibly there is a fun 5-minute blast here. But as far as I'm concerned, there is absolutely nothing for me to come back to on this one. So until next time, thank you very much, and bye-bye.